I've had friends that have had prostate exams done in the back of an old van because they can't access their family doctor physically into the building. And once you get into the building, there's no, proper equipment. You would think in a medical facility there'd be everything you need to carry through with proper health care. People aren't even allowed to volunteer for free because the provincial government will cut back their benefits. It's Zachary Weeks. Sure, so my journey with a disability began when I was born as a result of birthing difficulties that left me with cerebral palsy, a lifelong wheelchair user, and obviously very aware of the different challenges that come with being disabled. Inherently, people with disabilities are very passionate about their needs and wanting to live a quality of life they deserve, but we aren't the best at coming together because we're so focused on survival. I have been on ACE, and I know what it's like to budget and rob Peter to pay Paul. The Canada Disability Benefit is needed so badly to raise people with disabilities out of poverty. The $200 that were allocated is a far cry from what we expected as a community to bring us out of poverty. Everything costs 3 times as much. So, for example, you want to buy a car, someone can get a beater off the street for $1,200, get from A to B. Getting a wheelchair accessible van starts at 60 grand and up. I have friends that pay $1,500 per month in catheters just to pee. This might have recently changed, but prior to that, you only get one catheter a day and they expect you to rinse it out and reuse it time and time again. Well, people don't hydrate properly because they don't want to pee. Then they're using reused catheters. So therefore you're introducing bacteria into your body. Then you're not healthy. Then you go into the hospital. You're causing more strain on the healthcare system, more money. Wouldn't it be more cost effective just to give people the tools they need to live their daily life? I consider myself, a 1%er, you could call it, in that I have been very fortunate to gain employment and live independently and get married and all these things, and that's really why I do the advocacy work that I do, is because I realize I can be, one step away from being in the stereotypical position of a person with a disability that has to rely on provincial benefits. When I think of a G7 nation, it's based off of how they treat their most vulnerable. And if their most vulnerable are given their human rights under the Human Rights Act and all this, and they have food that allow people to thrive and live a good, healthy life, making sure that there is as little amount of homelessness as possible, everybody has access to family doctors, dental care. You don't measure up by how much money you bring in, and not worry about how you distribute it.